signed Erling Haaland. Well, agreed contract that will be completed on July the 1st. They're going to want more players though, because this is Man City and they buy 5 players every window. So this is a disappointment for me, but they look very interested in BUKAYO Saka, Arsenal's leading man, the guy that dragged them nearly to 5th place. I'll be very disappointed if he leaves. There is a £75 million price tag on his head. I think that's about right if you think that Sancho was around this price. And who do you rate higher, Saka or Sancho? Well, at the moment, Saka looks like the better player. I don't see this happening this season. He has got 2 years on his contract. I think he'll stay for another season at least and see where Arsenal build and if they sign more players that can match his potential. Right. Next, this one is a very low-key rumour, but Reece James is not signing his contract at the moment. He's only on about £70,000 a week, which is very low for a world-class right-back like this guy. You get a lot of attacking force with Reece James on the wing. He can play wing-back. I'm pretty sure he could play right-back, no problem. 6 goals last season. There is a debate, and that is his injury record. He did have a lot of injury problems last season, which also deters Chelsea's league form. But if they can sort that out, they might have better fit this team at Manchester City. Who knows? He might have to do less work there. Only thing is, where does Kyle Walker go if Reece James comes in? Maybe they're looking to replace Walker with Reece James for the future. I don't see this one happening this summer either. So that's a good player, but I don't think so. MARC Cucurella. Now this one, I think this one could be a yes. I think this one could be. I think they could just get this done because he is a talent that's just going to get better. So dynamic as a fullback. He's such a Manchester City player. That's what I'd say. He's very like a Pep Guardiola fullback, and I think Cancelo has played left back and done very well, but I think they need left-footed player on the left. That is what I think. I think they need a left-footed player on the left because they need balance. Cucurella will drive from the outside of the opposition fullback, not cut in like Cancelo. This is the kind of talent we're talking about though. Cancelo is probably the best left back in the league with Robertson, but it's not about just a single player, it's about balance, and they didn't win the Champions League and then they're going to need more next season to win the Champions League. Looks like a good one. Only 35 million. Only 35 million. Well, that's how crazy the transfer market fees are going these days. 35 million for a left back from Brighton. That is mad. But in terms of looking around at Hakimi and Lucas Hernandez at Bayern, you're talking that's a very good price. So good. I think that one will get done. KALVIN Phillips is back again, and this time at Manchester City. He's a very lucky boy. He's got Liverpool and Man City tugging for him. I think he'll probably not go to Manchester City because I don't think he's good enough. And his injury record was poor last season. He only played 23 games, 20 league games, and he didn't have an impact on the season. I know it's not his fault, but injury records are important, and if you say he's only played 53 games in 2 full seasons, that's not enough. And Manchester City play 53 in 1 season, so they play more than that. They want to get to all the finals, and you want him to play every game if he's going to be their midfielder. And I don't see how he's going to fit in the team because you don't need Phillips and Rodri. They like to play 2 number 8s who bring the ball forward. Maybe he could change his role. That could be a good career move for him because defensively Leeds aren't solid, so it can't be his defensive midfield duties. He's more of a passing midfielder, but he's nowhere near as good as Rodri. So I don't think this will happen unless he's just going to be another squad player, like a Nathan Ake type, who just comes in when other players aren't available. I think he'll end up going to somewhere a little less high down the league table. And finally, Rafael Leao. I remember a few years ago that Manchester City wanted to sign him when he was at Sporting Lisbon. Didn't get it done. He ended up going to Milan eventually. He's had a decent season. 14 goals in 42 isn't prolific at any standard, but he will only get better with better players. He did just win the league with AC Milan, but I'm pretty sure he would have been a secondary to the other talent that Milan have got. That's why they have Zlatan and Giroud to get the ball in the back of net. So maybe his finishing is a problem. 60 million is steep, but he's only 22 years old. I think this one could get done. I think they would be up for signing another striker, even though they've got Haaland and the young boy from South America that I can't remember his name. But I think this one, he is known in Europe and he would cause a different problem for opposition teams. So I think that's a yes. Thank you very much for watching. See you later.